Hi, good morning, good afternoon. How are you? Toxic people. Who are toxic people? Do we have toxic people in the world? Are we toxic? Yay! Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Rosemary Ngoge, your sister in growth. I'm so excited to be around. Yay! Yes, I want us to learn about toxic people. How do you identify people that are toxic in your life? How do you even deal with them? Can they change? Fasten your belt and let's get doing this. So, who are toxic people? Wait, before I tell you who they are, have you subscribed? Please subscribe, share with your friends, let as many people get to know this because this information is very helpful. They tell us that information is power, and I've discovered, by the way, with as much information as I have today, I've become a very powerful individual. So yes, let's talk about toxic people. Toxic people are all over. I know people keep telling us, no, they're not toxic people. And yes, those toxic people are very, very far away. Yes, there are people who are toxic, and we're going to talk about them. And I will start by asking, who are these people? Who are they? Now, toxic people are people who have a negative impact in your life. People who negatively impact your life. Now, this person who takes you to the negative side of life, that is a toxic individual. This person who takes you to the place of not thinking about yourself in a positive manner, that is a toxic individual. They negatively impact your life. These people also add heaviness to our life. You know, sometimes life is quite heavy and you do not need some more heaviness. You know, like for example, we are looking for, if you're in Kenya, you know, unga, maize flour is becoming quite expensive. You know, you're dealing with buying maize flour at 230 shillings. Now, someone cannot come to add more heaviness. The burden is already heavy. Then toxic people come to add heaviness to your life. So when you want to notice these people, you notice they're adding heaviness to your life, they're negatively impacting your life, they are usually a very negative outlook at life. They look at life with a very negative lens. Every life aspect, everything in life, they view it with a negative lens. They look at it negatively. It is raining, but it is cold, but they will never see something good in anything. They will look for the negative. They really look for it. Or in the personal development space, we consider negative people to be people that have, they have nothing, they have no energy, they have a negative energy field. Let me tell you, whether we like it or not, I am in an energy field, a negative energy field or a positive energy field. But these ones have a vacuum. They have a hollow energy field. So guess what they do? They get energy from others. They siphon energy from other people, and that is what they do to you. Let me tell you, the energy you have is the energy you get out. So you're selling energy and receiving because of the kind of energy you have. And by the way, the energy around you, or the vibe around you, or the aura around you, or who you are reflects on the people that you hang out with. So these ones are empty. They have nothing. So they siphon. They drain us. Negative people drain us. You are doing very well. This person comes and drains the little good things you have. You are trying to manage your life and you are doing quite well. The negative person comes and drains life out of you. In fact, a very nice description of toxic people, they drain life out of you. So how do you notice them? What are their traits? Trait number one, these guys are manipulators. Oh my goodness. They manipulate you. Let me tell you, I had an interesting experience recently. Somebody said words A to me, and I reacted. I actually told them, no, that was disrespectful. I will not allow that. And a minute later, she's like, by the way, I thought you were, I think you must have been angry with what I told you. I told her, yes, I did not like how you spoke. That was not quite kind. And guess what? The lady is like, I did not say that. And I'm thinking, whoa, you said it to me, and now you're saying you did not say that. I said, it's okay. You're forgiven. Because I realized she was going to drain energy out of me. So they are manipulative. And they want you to take things a certain way. And they want you to behave a certain way. They want you to run your life a certain way. They are very manipulative. They find you going to town using matatu. They tell you, no. Matatus are not even good. They are spreading corona. They are spreading everything. Even you can get yellow fever or chicken pox. There are any weird illnesses if you use matatu. Just so that you can go with them. If they were using SGR, the train, Uber, or wherever. They manipulate people. They get people to do things as they are. Can you see yourself? The other thing is that They do not respect boundaries. Everybody has a boundary. If you've not watched the video on boundaries, please watch. I'll share the link on the description box below. So these people do not respect boundaries. You put the boundary here, they overstep. You put a boundary, they overstep. They do not respect boundaries for whatever reason. They will always keep overstepping their boundaries. And of course, they keep hurting you, because when anybody oversteps their boundary, they hurt you. Because your boundary is your protection. It tells you where everybody ends and where you begin. And that one ought to be respected. Stop you from having your boundaries respected. For toxic people, they don't respect. Tell them never to pick your clothes, they will pick them and wear them. Tell them never to pick your car, they will come pick your car without your permission if they are family. Tell them not to come to your house when without informing you, they will come and board. You'll come from work and find them outside your house. They do not respect boundaries completely. That's one thing. Another thing about toxic people, they are very self-centered people. They are me people. They do not think about any other person. And even when they are pretending to think about you or another person, they will always change it to them. It always goes back to them like, oh my God, you have no idea how I went through such a thing. You have no idea what I went through. You call them to have a conversation around yourself, but they change it and they manipulate it to themselves. Toxic individuals. Then, something about them, this being very self-centered, they're just takers. I've heard people say, takers never get tired. Takers never stop taking. Now, toxic individuals are takers. They take and take and take and take and take and take and take some more. They're always taking. They never give. A toxic individual will never give. They will never give their time. They will never give their resources. They will never give their shoulder to lean on. They will never give. So you need a shoulder to lean on, this person disappears. But when you have something they can get from you, they will call you. I don't know if you have these people who will be quiet on you for 6 months. Then one time they have a challenge, they call you, hi, how are you doing? Oh my God, I have really missed you. All the niceness. And then from nowhere, boom. I was thinking, could you come to my wedding committee? Hey, wedding committee, why? I have stories where people had been quiet on me when I was going through my shit. And then one day they are sending me texts or links on Facebook. Hi, kindly join my WhatsApp group. And then you ask, what is the WhatsApp group about? I'm getting married. And you're thinking, it's been like 3 years. You've not reached out to me. Sorry to tell you, by the way, that is toxicity. You cannot be a taker. You should give. I always tell people, and this is something I've carried with me. If I can't give you money, I will give you my time. If I can't give you my time, I will give you something. I will give you my shoulder. I will call you and spend 1 hour with you because I'm giving. It's time for me. I don't have to keep taking. You get me? Yeah, and let me tell you, guys honor that. People honor that. But you can't be a person that keeps taking and taking and taking. Another thing about them is that, hey, they are drama kings and queens. They demand attention. If you don't give them attention, they demand it. And they will cause a scene just so that they get their attention. And some of these people, they really get this attention by even the wrong things. They'd rather even do something wrong to get their attention. You see that chick who decided to do something silly just so that she can get their attention? That is a toxic individual. I always say that attention doesn't need to be demanded, but you can demand it. You can, what do I say? You can command attention. You don't have to demand the attention. And toxic people usually demand their attention. The other thing is that they overpower others. When they're with you, they overpower you. They make sure that they're focusing on the things that are not working on you, or they're not working with you so they can overpower you, so that you remain powerless. Toxic people want people to remain very, very powerless so that they can have the power. Remember, they have a hole. They are an energy vacuum. They are a hole. They are siphoning. So when they siphon you, you're left with nothing, and they are left with your power. And that's what they use usually. They don't have any power. And it's very, very important for you to be able to notice in all your relationships. Notice that toxicity. Notice those traits. Don't ignore them. Notice the traits. If you notice them with yourself, do something about it. If you notice them with another individual, please do something about it. I'll be telling you. But before I tell you what to do or how to deal with this toxic individual, can they change? Can they change? Many people keep saying that toxic people cannot change. But the truth of the matter is anybody can change. Just like you and I are working to change ourselves and to improve ourselves and to get ourselves better, even toxic individuals can change. These people can change, and they will do that by becoming self-aware. The moment you become self-aware, and even for you, the moment you become self-aware, you are able to notice even when you're gravitating towards toxicity. When you start to realize you've just been a taker, when you start to realize that you're actually quite manipulative, when you start to realize that you're actually quite of a drama queen, that is self-awareness. And that way, you will be able to seek help to change. You only change when you become self-aware. All right? And let me tell you something. You will not make anybody change. Changing is not up to you. It is up to them. So quit this game and plan and work and hard work of trying to change people. You will never change anybody. People change by becoming self-aware and then desiring to change. So change is not up to them. It's not up to you. It is up to them. Note. What else? Now, something else. If you change, they may change. If you change, if you empower yourself, they may change. I'm not saying they will change. I have said they may change. It is not guaranteed. These people may choose not to change. They may never become self-aware, no matter how well you change or no matter how well you work on yourself. They may or may not change. So keep yourself open. Leave it open that when they change. When they change, amazing. But it's not about you. You will not make anybody change. So yeah. You can't change anyone, man or woman. You can't change anybody. Even your children, you can't change them. Something else about a toxic individual, and I must say this, is that they're trying to train us into our power. They usually work for us. Toxic individuals work for us. They're training us into our power. And the more into your power you are, the more empowered you are, the less these toxic people will affect you. Let me tell you, someone may be very toxic and they don't affect me. Yeah, because I have taken time to work on myself. Let me not lie to you. It's not that I'm perfect. This is a struggle. By the way, yeah, it's a struggle. Today you're doing well, tomorrow you may not be doing very well. But the more you keep empowering yourself day by day, the effect may not be as hard as it would have been earlier. So the solution is to empower yourself, because these guys are training us into our power. That is why I really do not advocate for changing and running away and, getting rid of all the toxic people. I don't advocate for it. I don't advocate of getting rid of these people. I advocate for empowering yourself. So how do you deal with toxic individuals? How do you deal with them? What do you do when they are there? Because my sister, my brother, they are there. They ain't going nowhere. You have to do something. So step number 1 is to empowerment. Empower yourself. Get into your power. Because remember, these people, as much as they are a vacuum, they have a very strong energy system. You know that they have taken a lot from other people. So they are stronger than you are. All right? That's why you have to empower yourself more and more and more. Every day. You empower yourself on a daily basis. That way, because toxic individuals exist, the world is not about you. There are so many toxic people. When they come, they find you in your power. The effect is less. But wait until they come and find you outside of your power, my dear. It will be harsh. It will be crazy. They will drain you completely. So you got to empower yourself. You have to ensure that you're well empowered. The other thing that you got to do, remember, just cutting them off before I even move on, just cutting them off as we have always been told by personal development. People get rid of toxic people, forget about them, block and delete. Just getting rid of them, guess what it will do? That cutting them off and everything, what it will do is that it will lead to you calling another person into you. You're calling into you another toxic individual, because these toxic people, they have zero power over you. They have zero power over you. But when you are powerless, they will come. They will be called into you because you're powerless. They will come and drain it. But when you're powerful, when you're well empowered, they will not have an impact on you. So the important thing to do for you is to work on yourself. You got to be strong enough. You have to be powerful enough. You have to be empowered enough. You have to be in your power enough so that their toxicity does not affect you, so that you're able to set strong boundaries. Yes, step number 2 is to set strong boundaries. Have you created them? Do you know them? Watch the video, as I said. Do you have those boundaries? Because if it is risking your life, guys, get out of the situation calmly. Those are boundaries. I'm sorry, I can't do this. Bye. Somebody will be wondering, why is so Rosemary like that? You're like, I'm so sorry, I can't do this. I will not allow us to engage in this space. Bye. That is not walking away. That is telling the person, I will not. And when they continue, you tell them, I told you I will not. And by the way, if you continue talking, I will not respond to you. It is when you you get out of a very, very risky situation very calmly. Something else that you do is that you have to create rules of engagement in difficult conversations. You don't kill the difficult conversations, but you create rules of engagement. Like, yes, you're going to have this conversation, but you must respect me. You cannot belittle me. If the person belittles, remember we said they don't respect boundaries. If the person continues to belittle you, tell them, now you're doing something that I don't allow. You're actually crossing your boundaries. I told you, you will not belittle me. You will respect me. But since you're not able to do that, this conversation will not continue. Yeah. That one is usually away. You put that person down so badly. They are completely not able to now break whatever they had broken. The other thing is self-love. Self-love. Today, when you talk about self-love, guys think self-love is buying yourself drinks, taking yourself out, doing things for yourself. First and foremost, self-love is stating how you ought to be treated. Stating how you ought to be treated and not expecting anything less. This is how you treat me. I don't expect anything less. And if you treat me less than I treat you, or less than I expect you to treat me, because I have communicated it, communication is very important. Because I have communicated it, if you treat me any less, there will be consequences, and the consequences happen. Let me tell you, people will not allow. By the way, toxic individuals do not like people who tell you, you're not treating me the way you ought to treat me. And by the way, I will not allow you to treat me badly again, all right? Yeah, this is it. And you walk away, because we have to say, if necessary, please walk away. Because let me tell you, the only person you owe allegiance, the only person you owe everything, it's you. So if it's not working and you are well empowered and you're creating yourself, you've already built your power, my friend, you walk away if it's necessary. Because I only say your highest sense of duty is always to yourself. Your highest sense of duty is to yourself. You have no duty to other people, to your children, to your spouse, to your family, to your relatives, to your friends, to your colleagues, to the country. You don't. I know, patriotism, yeah, family, loyalty. But let me tell you, your highest sense of duty is only to yourself. The others is extracurricular. Yeah. Let me tell you, sometimes the most loving and healthy thing you can do is to walk away. The most loving and healthy thing you can do to yourself and to this toxic individual is to walk away. But remember, do not walk away from a place of powerlessness. Do not walk away from a place of, there's nothing I can do. Don't walk away from that place. Always walk away from a place of power, from a place of empowerment, from a place of control. Because if you walk away from a place of powerlessness, my dear ones, there will be another person that will come. Another toxic person will come into your power. Another toxic individual will come to drain your power. And that is not what we want. So my friends, my relatives, everybody who gets to watch this video, remember to empower yourself. Remember to empower yourself. Yes, thank you. Have a lovely time. I love you. Mwah!